everyone, and welcome back to our Reef Rescue Center, where you can see I've been doing a bit of extra work behind the scenes to kind of decorate the areas and fill in little bits and pieces here and there outside of our enclosures and outside of all our different areas, kind of make our guests a bit happier by adding in some benches and areas to eat and stuff. And we did kind of do the walls of our short-finned pilot whale enclosure last time, which is still all here, still ready to go. I don't know if he's been trained at all. I haven't seen the trainer, like... Yeah, like, I think they're training him? Yeah, I think he's being trained. I don't know how well. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like he can get to the training area. Let's see. So we do have a few little other things that I need to show you guys before we can really dive into what we're doing today. Because, for example, instead of just one new animal that we've rescued today... Oh, no, it's just... Come on. Alright, let's pause the game while I just sort this bit out. Alright, hopefully this goes a bit better. Right. No, still not enough. Does it need to be maybe wider here? Maybe that'll help. Because we definitely want to make sure we can train him. You can see I named him Lucky. I thought Lucky would be a cute name for him because he was injured by a boat. So now, like, maybe he's missing a fin or something and we've got to teach him... Look. There's 100% already a training. Oh, and the other bad news is that I think all of our bush dogs have died of old age. Oh, my dog just growled it. I don't know why. What was that about? I just heard him go meow. How about now? That's not inland. Alright, how come I could place a training area here no problem before, and suddenly it's land now? What's going on? Come on now. Let's behave. Alright, so this... Okay, let's just put it here. Okay, so he is being trained because he does seem to be, like, gaining... That's what he is gaining, like, experience in the different tricks, so he must be being trained. And I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact I was hoping I could have all the training be happening behind the scenes, but I guess I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that it's gonna happen over there. Oh well. Anyway, so let's go and see what's different. Let's go and see what's different. So we're gonna run up here. So I've decorated this all up, this little show area. I haven't put any grandstands in yet. I'm thinking maybe we'll go without them and people can just stand and watch. I know that sounds really bad, but maybe that will be better because I couldn't get them to look great. But I think it looks nice with like the little benches. You can go and pick some ice cream up here. Let's get the trash cans empty. You're just taking a picture of the pirate ship? That's fair enough. So I think this will be quite a nice place to come and watch a show when we actually can start doing them. So obviously we will have little educational shows with our short-fin pilot whales. And I didn't really talk much about this last time. Doesn't seem like the time nor place when we're talking about rescuing animals. My opinion of keeping cetaceans in captivity is that we shouldn't do it. But obviously this is a game, so it's... I'm not gonna let my personal... What's going on here? I'm not gonna let my personal opinion affect me having fun in a game. Because I have to admit, I really do enjoy the marine animal show gameplay. I think it adds a lot to the game, like, you get a lot, like... I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's another extra element that you got to keep track of. It's something that you can make good. And, you know, we can always roleplay it as being, you know, it's training for husbandry purposes, not for entertainment purposes. It's not about entertaining people, it's about educating people, all that good stuff. So it's looking very busy around here. I'm really glad we fixed that problem with the archway, because it looks so nice when there's people just all over the place. Like, this is definitely the busiest part of the zoo. There is always, excuse me, don't litter in my zoo. There is always people in this area. It's really nice to see like how busy this area is. The entrance is kind of the same, and we are actually finally getting people coming in here and buying things. I don't know what exactly they're buying. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Let's see what you get. Yeah, they're getting the manta ray backpack. So I think there is another animal that we have that I will show you. This is today's random rescue animal. As always, every week we randomly select a number between 1 and 55, and each number corresponds with an animal. So the animal that we get this week, I really need to decorate this area. It's so plain and boring right now. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Oh, there it is. I can see it swimming around. It is... Where'd you go? Scalloped hammerhead! We have a scalloped hammerhead in this enclosure now. We just have the one. We don't have any more. It's so dark in here. Maybe we'll need to put a light in here soon. We just have the one, and this is another enclosure I really want to decorate up soon. It's meant to be like an open ocean, but I'm thinking like some rocks and some kelp would be nice in there. Maybe no coral reefs, but definitely some rocks and seaweed. And obviously there is nothing going on here. But next... If we run, I did also unbox all the sea nettles, so we have some jellyfish in this enclosure now. Are you thinking this is educational? What are you thinking? Nothing? You need somewhere to sit down? Well, we don't have any benches in here, so that's a very fair thought. I'll put some benches and stuff in here soon to make this area a bit more entertaining. It's a bit boring. I do want to do a bit of extra work in our restaurant as well, even though there's all chairs and everything. I really want to just make it look a bit nicer. Or some of these trash cans need emptying. Oh, I love the paintings. I think they look really good. Why is there so much garbage everywhere? There's definitely bins. There are absolutely bins. Where are people even getting the like garbage from? Like, is it the cotton candy or the ice cream or something? I don't know. But no one seems to be using this bin that's right here in front of them. I got distracted. I started heading the complete entire wrong way. We actually need to head all the way around, through the zoo shop, out the back door into our rehabilitation and rescue center. And you can see there's a little something going on here. What is it, you may wonder? It is a West Indian manatee. It's a female West Indian manatee. The way we came into... You're not on land. The way we came to be in possession of a female West Indian manatee is that basically we got a challenge to build some jungle-themed buildings, so I did, and I got a free animal, and that free animal was a West Indian manatee, which is really not what I was expecting. I was expecting to see like an actual tropical rainforest land animal. I wasn't expecting to get a manatee, but I'm really, really glad we did. We are running a bit low on money because we have done so much, but it'd be really, really exciting to have West Indian manatees in our zoo. So I definitely want to build them a tank, and then obviously we are randomly rescuing something every week still, so if we get an animal we do still need to make a home for it. We can't just not make it a home. But it would definitely be fun to kind of manage that with the money that we have to how do I word this? It's kind of balancing expansion with our funds, because we don't want to run out of money, because we need money to look after our animals, but we also we do want to you know, keep functioning as a rescue, so we can't just not keep rescuing animals. If an animal comes in, we can't just be like, no, I refuse. We have to house them somehow. Fortunately, I don't think the manatees are going to be overly difficult to house, so we'll go ahead. Alright, bearing in mind I still want to have dolphins here or something of that similar ilk here, I'm just going to put a pathway down as a kind of preliminary thing. There we go. And then we'll keep going this way. There we go. And maybe have our West Indian manatee enclosure just over here. I think that works quite well. So let's go over to our West Indian manatee enclosure where it's currently housed. And I'm going to go ahead and build a tank not dissimilar to the ones we have over here where our reef animals are. I'm really sad that our bush dog enclosure is empty. We used to have so many people stood along the bridge. Maybe we'll rescue something else that can go in there. It feels like we only had them for a short time, and I guess we did. Because we got them in episode 5 and it's now episode 10, so they were here for like 5 episodes and now we don't have them anymore. Oh well, sometimes it be that way. It is the circle of life after all. Okay. I think that'll be big enough. I think that's okay. Make it nice and shallow. They're not really a deep water animal. I suppose they are. I mean, they hang out in like all kinds of... Hello? They hang out at all kinds of depths, so... That seems a bit too shallow. That's a bit too shallow. There we go, they're kind of open ocean. I need to quickly change you to West Indian Manatee 01, or WeMat 01. And hopefully at some point we'll get her, I don't know, maybe a mate. A mate would be nice. So we could maybe breed West Indian manatees. I do need to release some animals into the wild. I think I'm really, I've kind of been skimping out on that and I haven't released very many at all. Let's put some nice big rocks in here. It's like some additional decor. So what I'm thinking is I could make a little kind of similar to what I want to do eventually in the open ocean enclosures to have like little kelp forests. I think West Indian manatees actually will browse on the various plants that you put in their enclosure. I can't exactly remember. I have this vague memory that they do. They like nibble on the kelp. So we'll have to see if that's what she does. Oh, that looks so good. I'm actually quite happy with how that looks. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and make it look as nice as we possibly can. We obviously want to put some kelp beds in, somewhere for her to hang out, and we'll put in some seaweed for her to actually eat from as well. What about toys? Coastal rock formation, that's it? Okay. And the other thing is making sure that zookeepers can actually get in. There we go. So let's go ahead and put maybe just this kind of path here. Because my thinking is that it's like when they do public West Indian manatee talks, people can come up and peek and see. What are you doing over there, ma'am? Excuse me, madam. There we go. So fortunately, at least with the scalloped hammerhead, that is something that could go into our open exhibit. It's a little different when we get an animal that can go into a pre-existing enclosure, because obviously we can just put it where it is. We don't have to worry about anything. But when you get an animal that can't go in one of those enclosures, you've got to think, okay, so what kind of enclosure can I put it in? I'm going to need to make it something. Which isn't always a problem, you know. That was a very, very easy build. I think it could probably cost us about $10,000 altogether. So definitely not as bad as it could be. Alright, let's move that out. And now I want to try and get the kind of pillory looking rock. Wherever that may be. It's a bit big, that's not what I want. Well, these are okay, just as like a, kind of like that. What I'm really looking for is like a tall pillar. Not like that. I'll find it. There we go, that's the one. I want this. So I can do like this. And I'm sure there is something a little smaller that I can use in between. There we go. Oh, no? Apparently they don't exist, so I can't do that at all. Huh. That's strange. I wasn't expecting them to just not exist. I think there is somewhere here. There we go. There we go. Now it exists. Okay, so there's somewhere that the zookeepers can slide in and get to the animals, but there's also a very nice viewing area that's kind of separate, which is what we like. It is indeed what we like. So let's make that all nice and sandy. Awesome. So I'm actually going to assign this enclosure to the wherever they are. Cetacean head of section. There we go. Cetacean head of section is going to take on the manatees as well, and we'll include the manatees in the cetacean section. Even though they're not cetaceans, they are still a marine mammal, but they are not cetaceans. I think they still, because they are marine mammals, their care will be reasonably similar, I guess, even though they're herbivores and not carnivores. I know what I'm thinking here. I know where my brain is coming from. Let's find somewhere good to slip. Donation box like here, and then we'll maybe put some plants and stuff around it, I guess. There we go. And some rocks, that'll do. We'll definitely need to put in a few more trees here and there. Just put these in for the time being. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, you get a really good view of her as well. She's just chilling. I feel quite bad for her. She looks quite lonely. Oh yeah, we need that. We need the water filter. For sure. Give me the water filter. Finally! I was waiting for us to get that. I mean, her social need seems fine. Maybe she doesn't need a friend. I don't know if West Indian manatees or manatees in general need friends. I'm hoping people donate to her though. Oh, she does! She is eating from the kelp forest. That's adorable that they can eat from that, but we'll have to make sure we check in to make sure that she hasn't just eaten all of her, all of the kelp. She hasn't just absorbed all of the seaweed. But that definitely makes for a nice little area. I think we've already got back some of the money we spent, on the enclosure. So we are going to have to try and slow down the upgrades, I think. We're going to have to try and build less each episode, but there's always so much to do in terms of building. I just hate looking at things and thinking, oh, it's unfinished, I need to finish it. Especially, it's here. It's this gosh darn open ocean tank. Goodness, it's just, so there's nothing. You walk through it and there's just nothing. We're gonna need to put signs up, we need to have displays, we need to have just so many things to make that feel a bit more complete, and we already have, if we think about the space we actually have left to upgrade our zoo in, we have this space here which we've already decided are for dolphins. We still have this space here for like other things, like maybe some other sharks, maybe some other marine mammals, I don't know. And then we have here, which is going to all be our land animals, like our tropical rainforest animals. There we go, and our water filter research is complete. So we're going to go in all the places where we think a water filter will go. Oh goodness. This is just gonna have to kind of be here, I guess. We need one here. We need one for this tank. We'll need one for our West Indian manatees. I wonder if I should maybe put the filter here, so like this is like where guests can see the filter. You can see what it's for and stuff. We'll have 2 next to the show tank, and then we need, maybe we'll put 2 on the short fin pilot whales as well. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up for today. I wasn't expecting to get so much building done. Come on, get back in your tank. I wasn't expecting to get so much building done today. I guess because I don't know. I mean, we didn't do loads. We just built 1 tank, and most of the rest of the episode was just talking. But yeah, I feel like I've made good progress recently, which I'm really glad for because I don't always get so much done. You know what I'm like. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you again for more in the Reef Rescue Center next time. Bye bye.